Welcome everybody here. I'm Günther Fellinger from Pax Europiana. We are in Philadelphia today and we're discussing about the future of ex-Russia because this country has now attacked Ukraine, a terrible war, and it must be dismantled. This is what happens to empires. That's very logical. The question is now just to convince Western policymakers to do that and to discuss how exactly it can happen. And luckily we have a very clear plan and we have representatives from many of the Russian regions who want to be independent, who are looking forward. And I'm very honored to have now Dennis, my friend here, Dennis, from Ingria. Many people don't know Ingria, and that's why I want to explain now what is Ingria, what is the concept, where it is, what's the story about Ingria, and I've invited now Dennis from Ingria to explain a little bit what is Ingria, where is it located, how big it will be, and what's Ingria about. Please, Dennis, the floor is yours. Please explain a bit what's Ingria about.
Thank you so much for the possibility to talk something about Ingria. First of all, I have to say that the level of my English is not suitable for this very important topic, but I will try to convey you some information about our region. Ingria is historical name of big land around of St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg, that's basically the region around St. Petersburg.
Yes, in the border of Petersburg region. Today we have some surprise. The name of our central city is St. Petersburg, but the region called Leningradskaya Oblast. It's a little bit confused, but it is as it is.
In the future will be like a Baltic Republic, the Baltic Sea.
Baltic Republic, but today our common opinion about the name of our region is Ingria. The full name is Ingermanlandia. The city's state structure of this future country will be, of course, republic, but a parliament's republic.
A parliament republic called Ingria. Ingria is the historic name of the greater Petersburg region at the Baltic Sea, and that's a wonderful city. It's a lot of people. How many people will live in Ingria?
Approximately 12 million.
12 million. So it's a strong city with access to the sea, a strong new state which have economic viability. Do you think that Ingria will be economically viable?
Yes, of course. We have some nature resources. We have a high-level education people in big amount in our city. We have some factories. We have some institutes and for researching.
Yes, no, it's a strong tradition in St. Petersburg. The world knows it. Ingria is just a new name which creates an identity for this independent state. But I think economically and technically it will be a very strong contribution to the European family.
Yes, it's true. And please don't forget about seaports. We have passenger ports in St. Petersburg, and we have a new one. Target sports in Usluga. It's close to the border with Estonia, 15 kilometers from Narva approximately. The sport is specialized for commercial ships and forwarding some commercial suppliers.
It's very good economic viability there. And let me ask you as well, do you think that Croatia, people in Europe, they know Croatia, or they know, for example, Latvia, can it be a country like Croatia, like Latvia? Do you see this future for your Ingrian Republic?
The main aim of our republic is not a national country. It is we will create a political nation. So we hope to accept some mistakes of some countries which try to create a national democratic. Probably our.
So it will be a multi-ethnic state. Yes, it will be a European state, a modern democracy, a market economy.
Multi-ethnics, multi-religions, totally free for everybody who will achieve our laws and will give to cooperation with us, not in confrontation.
Okay, very good, very good. Now let me ask you also about the perspective. Do you see Ingria then as a European Union member state, as a NATO member state? How do you see that?
Honestly speaking, this question not for our generation. This question for the generation of our children. I told it yesterday, and I will repeat it right now. The next generation will have cooperation with people to people and with people to intellect.
Intellect, you know, the academic cooperation, the integration.
No. Intellect devices.
Devices, yeah, with the computer, with the iPhone, with the
generic intellect.
yeah. Okay.
And this will depend. This will depend all nuances of all parties of our future's life. And so, will Ingria the member of Euro Union, or it will be member of some new unions, will be a totally independent state. It will show only future. But my private dream is, of course, is including to the Euro Union.
So you think that the European Union would be a possible future long term? Of course, first independence, then nation building, then development, and then a perspective to join the European Union.
Yes.
Wonderful, you're very welcome, and it would be a wonderful addition to the European family if you join the Council of Europe and then the European Union. I think that would be a big logic, and it will be a peaceful country, peaceful with its neighbors.
Of course, peaceful country, but it will not country without army. Army is absolutely necessary resources for the keeping of independence. I don't have a final opinion about denuclearization of our city because we know
Denuclearization is a very big topic as well, of course.
Yes, we know the unhappy fatum of Ukrainian. Some time ago, this country gives their nuclear weapons to other countries, and we have the results right now. So we can accept this dramatic mistake.
So you have nuclear weapons on the territory of Ingria now?
Right now, yes.
And you would like to keep them to be safe from a potential Russian Moscow
Not
attack?
only Russian, but I think the potential of China will have place in future.
Okay. So you're afraid that Moscow will use violence to keep you in the Russian Federation?
Yes, it can happen.
And you are prepared? You will prepare yourself? You will fight for freedom?
Direction for myself, yes, I do it. But honestly speaking, we must make many steps forward in this way.
You think that many of these countries will have the opportunity to be free, like Ingria? When I see Ingria, we just show you a bit here. Now we go to the map here of Ingria. Ingria, basically, can you show a bit where it is? That's here.
Yes.
That's this.
Ingria?
Yes.
Yes, it's our
And
region.
the neighboring country, which will be the future, is.
Is Karelian Republic,
And here in the south.
Pskovskaya Respublika,
Very good. And this one.
Novgorodskaya Respublika.
Novgorod, yeah, very interesting. So it will be like an agreement on the borders, and it will be like peaceful dissolution. You hope so?
I don't know it right now. You told me yesterday that it will be much better if we can create a new union between these countries. I think it's a good idea, and we can discuss this topic as serious as possible.
Because here we have, of course, big Moscow Republic, and there can be some revanchism. Yeah, they might try to keep Moscow, Petersburg and Ingria inside the Russian Federation. So there might be the potential for violence. So maybe to have a strong coalition of the new states.
Yes, coalition. Yes.
That would be very good. Yeah, let's hope. I wish you all the best with that one, because from Austrian perspective, we had also the Austrian Empire was with Hungary 100 years ago. Then became 10 new countries, and it was very logical. And now we are all in the European Union, in NATO, almost everybody. And so this is a future which worked already for the dissolution of the Austrian Empire. And so I hope the Russian Empire will fall apart as well, and Ingria will be free.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. All the best. Freedom for Ingria Republic. Bye, my viewers. Thanks.